Welcome aboard, my friends. We're going to do another little project. This is sort of an assisting type of project. Try to make things sometimes that help with the little difficulties in the world. And I think this one might be one of them. I notice when I get in the car sometimes on the rider's seat, or my wife does, or somebody else, they open the door, and of course the door is wide open. They climb in, sit down, and being a little older, of course, we have difficulties maneuvering, especially in the wintertime. So this is going to be one of those devices that might prove to be of some use to some people. I know I reach over, try to get that door sometime, and my arm just isn't long enough. So a nice little lever device like this reaches over, and you can hook it on a little handle that might be on the door, a little cup holder or something like that. Drop one end in, give it a tug, and close your door nice and easily. You can hang this up in your car, keep it by your seat, and whenever you need it, you're ready to go. Okay, this is the pattern this is printed out on a 14-inch piece of paper. It's called legal size paper, and you can run it through just about any printer, actually. And we're going to glue this pattern down to a piece of poplar of similar size. If you'd like to get this pattern, by the way, it's free. Just send me an email at the link down below and say you want the extension arm or something like that, so I can identify it, and I'll send it off to you, and you can try making one yourself after we see how it works out here. Okay, so let's get started on this. Okay, we got a piece of poplar here, about 14.5 inches by 5.5 inches. In our pattern here, what we'll do is we'll cut out the pattern. Got a little bit of ornamentation at the top here. Put a hummingbird. Just a decoration, not really necessary if you want to eliminate it. But I think it dresses it up a little bit. Okay. The first thing we want to do, of course, is to put some tape down here, as we always do. This is, I think, 2-inch tape, masking tape, or painter's tape as it's sometimes referred to. This is a cheaper brand I found on Amazon. You can get the standard one, of course. I'd like to do that. Take our pattern, put it down there, and take a glue stick, as I always do. Don't want to get any spray in your nose or anything. As I said, this is done on legal size paper, which is 14 inches long by 8.5 inches wide. And you can get it to work in any printer, just let it hang over the edge if you have to start out. Some printers can be adjusted to handle this type of paper. Pick this up in your regular stationery store. It's nothing fancy. And then we put our pattern down as we always do. And we're going to cut something out on the scroll saw. Like that. And it fits pretty good on here. I'm using 3/4 inch poplar. Try to make it as sturdy as possible. You could use something probably a little thinner. I'm sure it probably would work. So I want to make sure it's really in good condition here. Alright, what we have to do now is go and let me make sure you can see this. What we got to do now is go and put an entry hole for the internal cut here, The rest of it can be cut right from the board, but we'll put a little entry hole down there too to start it. It'll give us a little bit of real estate to work with. Alright, I'm going to take this over and do this on the drill press. I'll meet you back at the scroll saw. Okay, we're back here at the scroll saw, and got a number 5 reverse tooth blade in there. Number 5 reverse tooth blade, and let's do the internal cut first, which is part of the ornamental decoration on here. And we're going to cut slowly, take our time. If you're new at the scroll saw, it's fairly easy to do. It's an easy cut all around. Just take your time. Here we go. Okay, I got this cut. Unfortunately, my battery keeps dying on my camera. Didn't really prepare for this and trying to work it through the charges as such. But it did cut out, and it came out looking pretty good. What we want to do now is peel off the pattern. And this poplar is real nice. Nice clean wood and good strength. I think we'll be doing okay with this. Alright, looking pretty good here. Now this is kind of thick, it's 3/4 inch, so what I'm going to do next is go around with my router and route out with a 1/4 inch bit all around the edges here to make this a little thinner on the round over and a little nicer to grasp rather than those sharp edges. So we'll do that on the router. Okay, we're over here at the router, 1/4 inch bit. I'm going to just round over the heavy sections. I'm not going to do the bird because I don't want to damage that. Okay, you want to keep those things you call fingers away from the bit there while you're going around. I did one side, now I'm going to do the other side. Okay, it's looking pretty good right now. A lot of fuzzies on there, of course. We're going to take that over to the mop sander now and clean it up. Okay, over here at the mop sander, you can do this by hand, with regular sandpaper too, of course, but this makes the job a little bit easier. I'm going to run it over this and take all these fuzzies off of here. Okay, I think we've got our little grabber here, and puller, I should call it, finished. Got a nice little ornament on the top there. The way you grab it is the handle here, and this hooks over whatever you want to pull forward. So if you have something that you need to reach for and you can't quite reach it, this gives you another, probably about another foot anyways, to work with. And particularly, I made it primarily for use with my car. The door is open quite wide on that, And being the age I am, I don't have much flexibility anymore. So this might come in handy. I'm going to give it a little demonstration in a while. But just wanted to show you the finished product here. Handle, the midsection, and the hook itself, along with the ornamentation. Now you can paint this if you want. I'm going to leave it plain as it is. Or you can just give it a, a clear finish to protect it. What I'm going to do is hang it up in my car near the door, primarily on the rider's side. I could make one or use it also on the driver's side too, but primarily it was for somebody who might have difficulty reaching over and grabbing that door and pulling it closed. Got a little thumb rest up here. You put your thumb up there, give you a good grip on it. You can use it for other things too. If you got a particular handle that's kind of hard to pull, and your fingers aren't quite strong enough to grab it, you could loop it over there and give it a good yank. Might even be able to push things with it too. Haven't really thought it through on other uses. Primarily, I wanted it for my car. Now remember, if you want the pattern for this, it's free. All you have to do is send me an email, click the link down below, and tell me you want the auto grabber or something like that, if you want to call it. Just identify it so I'll know which particular pattern you want, and I'll send that to you via email. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little project. It's one of several I've been making for people who are having difficulty doing things. Your scroll saw can help you through it. If you did like this video, please click the link down below, and might want to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Thank you very much for watching. Okay, we're out in the car right now, and I've opened the door, and it's a bit of a stretch to get to that door. Even if I grab it on the bottom here, or at the top, of course, it's hard as well. But with our new device now, we just simply take this, latch it onto a hook type area, and give it a little tug, and lo and behold, the door is closed. Well, seems to work pretty good. Now, if you don't have a little lip down on the bottom there, you're going to have to try something else. Let's see what we can do. Let's open that door up again all the way. We got another little section here we can reach to and pull it forward there. So it does work. You might even be able to use it on the top of the window if you get it out of the way in time and close your door that way. So it seems to work pretty good. Okay, we're on the other side of the car now, and this is the rider's seat, and we'll get in the door opening, and as you can see, got quite a distance there to reach. I mean, it's not going to be easy. So what we do is we take our little lever, put it in the bottom here, give it a tug, and the door closes very nicely. All right, I think we got a winner here.